I discovered that someone had already eaten my pizza. I immediately reached out to grab another person's meal instead. The guy on the level above me instantly lost his temper. I learned that this was a 33-floor vertical prison. I was currently stationed on floor 24. If I consumed someone else's meal, it would force them to steal from the next person in line. This vicious cycle would just continue endlessly. Eventually, the inmates at the very bottom would be left with absolutely nothing to eat. I couldn't help but laugh when I heard this explanation. The man above promised to help me out, provided I didn't turn into a barbarian. He warned that the loyalists would punish me if I insisted on eating the stolen food. There were two distinct gangs operating inside this 33-34 vertical prison. The loyalists existed specifically to fight against the barbarians. They believed all inmates could only survive by eating the specific food they requested before entering the prison. My cellmate saw that I was still determined to eat someone's chicken. He quickly tossed me his own meal. That finally convinced me to put the chicken back on the table, even though I had been following the rules. When the food platform reached floor 44, another barbarian made a move. The loyalists reported the thief level by level, making plans to settle the score with the barbarian on floor 44 the next day. People on floors 19 and 20 were also preparing to head down to floor 21 to punish whoever stole my pizza. The following day, the sounds of a brutal fight echoed from above. A floor team had joined forces with floor 20 to attack the barbarian on floor 21. However, things did not go as they expected. The barbarian actually managed to fight his way down to floor 22. My upstairs neighbor warned me and Annie to get ready for a battle. I was immediately terrified because I had no desire to fight anyone. Annie quickly detached a steel frame from her bed to use as a weapon. The platform soon arrived at our level. The man from above came crashing down alongside the barbarian. Suddenly, the woman on 423 felt an intense wave of heat. She frantically kicked the leftover food down to the next level, but her reaction was too late. In the very next second, she was completely burned to ashes by a massive fire. Annie rushed over to extinguish the flames, but the woman had already stopped breathing. Noticing that the man was about to be killed by the barbarian, Annie quickly stepped in to help him. Her intervention successfully prevented a tragedy. Everyone then hurried to push the remaining food down the shaft. Failing to do so meant facing the punishment of extreme heat or cold, leaving you either burned or frozen to death.